I think most people would say like, and it's common in our industry to do, like, plans and vision boards and,
Right.
setting goals for 2023. This is
That's
my
the plan.
year. This is
Yeah.
my year, right?
Yeah.
And tell us about your schedule. I mean, how did you learn to schedule, and what does your schedule look like?
Crazy, but organized. It's an
Organized chaos.
chaos.
Yeah,
Yes, it's an
there it is.
organized chaos. I'm a planner by nature. That is just me. Even as a kid,
Yeah.
I was very organized, very structured. It's been my whole life. And I think back and I reflect on like, okay, how did I get here? Like how did I become this person? And you kind of look back at your past and you take little bits and pieces. And, I do chop it up a lot to my parents as well. My parents are very driven. They're very they're hard workers. In high school, I was in drill team. I worked and I went to school an hour early to get that class out of the way so I didn't have to take it my senior year. So I've always had this in me. It's just knowing when to tap into it, right? And so as far as organization, I think you either have it or you don't. And if you don't have it, it doesn't mean you can't get it. It just means you need to work a little bit harder to figure out how you're going to get it, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, I wake up, I give thanks, I give gratitude, I meditate in my own head in my own way, take my shower because I'm not going to wake up if I don't. I'm not very much of a morning person. I will say that I'm not a morning person. Don't call me at 7:30.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to ignore you. Like there's time, and then there's times, my phone's going off, and I will put my phone on silent. You got to disconnect, and for me, I have to disconnect in the morning so I can focus on my clarity for the day. Get up, feed my part of my circle are my parents. There's no way I can do what I do without the support of my parents and my husband. My parents come to my house every single morning.
What a blessing.
Yes.
Wow.
They come to my house
Kids.
every single morning and they cook my children a full course breakfast.
I bet they love that.
Yeah.
So I'm allowed to have my me time and I'm allowed to,
Wow.
get dressed and do what I got to do. And then my dad, walks my daughter, my oldest, to the bus stop because she rides the bus to school. And so that is that support. Like, okay, that's one thing that's on the right side of that T chart. Like my mom has breakfast. I can worry about me and just my girls are old enough now where they can get themselves dressed, but I, do their hair and stuff. So that's the support right there with that. And then we go off to school and then I'm at school. And then when I have things that are real estate needed, I have my husband, I have my lender, I have my title company, I have my cousin, that all jump into those holes throughout my day.
Yeah.
And if it's something dire emergency, my husband will text me like, hey, on your lunch, handle this or do that. But with real estate, it is really one of those jobs where a lot happens after hours because people that are looking to buy homes work. So their time to look at houses to return phone calls or when they're not working either. So it's kind of just learned to balance itself out. But the support that I have is tremendous, inside my circle.
Wow.
Yeah, that's so insightful. I just that's a lot of wisdom and experience. And
Thank you.
yeah, you've learned it pretty quickly. Well, you've had to. I mean, you didn't have the luxury of not figuring that out quickly. Otherwise, you would have lost your mind.
Yeah, which I almost did. Came very, very close.
Yeah, nervous breakdown.
Well, people run into burnout. Whenever you don't schedule, you kind of allow everyone else to control, your time.
And in the beginning, you're so desperate. I think a lot of agents in the very beginning, they just want to make that dollar that, and I was there. I'm not going to say I wasn't. I was. I'm like, okay, I want the next deal. But you have to discipline your time. And it's at the point where like, I don't work on Sundays. Sunday is my day. It's my day with my family. It's my day to go to church. It's my day to prepare for the week.
Yeah.
That if I allow something to come in and move that schedule around, it must be super, super important for me to do that. That it's okay to not return the phone call right then and there, that those people will survive. You know, you can't allow someone else to come in and control your time. And in real estate, I think a lot of realtors think, these are my clients. They tell me what to do. They tell me when to do it. I need to jump when they say jump. And in the beginning, yes, because you want that client, but you also have to respect yourself enough to know that that's not healthy for you.
Yeah.
And I always tell my clients, I want to work with you if you want to work with me. Like I don't force myself. I'm not a vulture. I don't do anything that I was trained to do. God honest truth, everything. And I love Keller Williams, but everything that I've read, everything that realtors are told, oh, cold calls and door knocks and call your cousin and your cousin of your cousin. And no, I've never have done any of that. That's not
I think it shows how everybody is unique. Because we've talked to somebody, through the same, Keller Williams training, and they're doing successful, but we realize that it's really the unique characteristics about the individual, and how they use pieces of it to, create their business and plug in and make it successful. It's really cool to, I know, hear like your perspective on it. I think it connects with, the one side of the, I don't know if it's 50-50 with the population, but like some people are more planners, organized, they get things done through processes. Other people are, the all over the place. They're knocking and running and all this different stuff. But it just shows that the unique way that you do it, it's going to connect with, a person that thinks like that and wants to do business like that.
How do you, so let's take that back to, you just got started, right? And so we know one of the lessons was you got to surround yourself with the team, and you figured that out. You're a full-time teacher, a mom, a wife. And when do you have time to develop business? Like, how is it that you were able to put yourself, how did you develop business, right? I mean, what was
develop and maintain?
Yeah, like, how did you do it? I mean, in the midst of all that you're doing, you have to insert, oh, I'm a real estate agent and there somewhere, right? What did that look like? How did you do that?
That's exactly, I just inserted it in every aspect of my life. So in the very beginning, I did do a lot of open houses for other agents, other successful agents. I would do open houses for them to meet my clients. And I do a lot of social, I think we kind of talked about this before, like I do a lot of online social presence. And it's not just real estate. I don't just put my real estate business out there. I show pictures of my home. I show pictures of my kids. I show that, yes, I'm a realtor, but I'm also all these other, things. I wear all these other hats too. And I just really try to find a connection. I think it's important that anything you do in business, you have to listen to whatever it is you're trying to bring towards you. You have to listen to those clues. You have to listen to the people that are in front of you talking. So when I would do open houses, I would listen. I wouldn't hover. I wouldn't follow them around like a little lost puppy. Which they tell you, follow them, talk to them, ask, no, I would not talk. I would let the future client talk to me. See what it is that they want in a home, because I don't sell houses. I sell homes.